Hey everyone, and welcome back to the film Frontline. I am so thrilled you're here today because we need to talk about a show that is honestly breaking my brain all over again. If you were anywhere on the internet in 2023, you remember the absolute cultural reset that was Jury Duty. It was a massive gamble by creators Lee Eisenberg and Gene Stupnitsky. They basically bet the house on the idea that an ordinary guy would take the unhinged, deeply dramatic, and totally ridiculous antics of a fake jury summons at face value without ever realizing he was the star of a sitcom. And against all odds, it worked. It was lightning in a bottle. It scored Emmy nominations, and it left us all wondering, how on earth could they ever pull this off twice? Well, grab your favorite iced coffee because they are officially back. Dropping on Prime Video, the highly anticipated follow-up, Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat, is here to prove that this reality hoax sitcom format is definitely not a one-hit wonder. We are trading the stuffy, fluorescent-lit Los Angeles courtroom for a corporate retreat center out in Agora Hills. And let me tell you, the vibes are wildly different, but the execution is just as brilliant. Let's get right into the deep dive breakdown. First of all, let's talk about the setup. Instead of civic duty, we are diving headfirst into the chaotic world of corporate America. We follow our new, unsuspecting hero, Anthony Norman. Anthony is a temporary assistant who just got hired by Rockin' Grandma's, which is this quirky, family-owned hot sauce company. He gets brought on right as the entire company is heading off-site for their annual week-long retreat. Right away, this setting is a genius pivot. Courtrooms are inherently restrictive, but a corporate retreat, that is a playground for forced bonding, trust falls, awkward HR violations, and late-night shenanigans. But there's a massive storyline looming over the hot sauce packets. The CEO of Rockin' Grandma's, Doug, is secretly debating whether to pass the family business down to his son or completely sell out to a massive, ruthless investment group called Tricus. The stakes here are actually incredibly relevant. It's an underdog story that mirrors exactly what is happening in the real world right now. Think about the massive corporate consolidations we are seeing in real time, like the looming Paramount Warner Bros. Deal that has the entire entertainment industry sweating. This fictional small business being swallowed by a faceless corporate entity gives the season a grounded, relatable tension. Now, we have to talk about the cast, because a workplace comedy is only as good as its ensemble. Eiselberg and Stupnitsky famously wrote for The Office during its absolute peak from season 2 to season 6, and you can feel that Dunder Mifflin DNA pulsing through this season. Because the actors were given the freedom to build their own comprehensive lore, office politics, secret romances, grudges, the chemistry is off the charts. We have Alex Bonifer playing Dougie Jr., who is giving us pure, unfiltered Nepo baby energy. There's Rachel Colley as Claire and Lanisa Renee Frederick as Jackie, who are absolute standouts. When the head of HR, Kevin, abruptly bails and leaves a leadership vacuum, the group dynamic just spirals in the best way possible. But the entire premise lives and dies by its hero. If the audience doesn't fall in love with the one real person in the room, the whole show collapses. Thankfully, Anthony Norman is giving us main character energy in the most wholesome way possible. Just like Ronald Gladden before him, Anthony is deeply earnest. When the HR guy dips and puts all the responsibility on Anthony's shoulders, he doesn't complain. He just rolls with the punches. He essentially becomes Captain Fun, keeping everyone's spirits up. What makes this franchise so profoundly different from other prank shows is that it never punches down. It's not about mocking Anthony, it's about highlighting his genuine compassion. Within a week, he is seamlessly weaving himself into the Rockin' Grandma's family. He defends Kate when she's trying to impress the intimidating head of the Tricus investment firm. He hypes up Dougie Jr.'s terrible innovation ideas instead of dismissing them. He even films snack rating videos with another coworker, PJ. He could have just done his temp work and collected his check, but he rises to the occasion to be the exact hero this chaotic little hot sauce company needs. However, we need to spill the tea on the biggest critique of this new season. Let's talk about the pros and cons, specifically the James Marsden-sized elephant in the room. The absolute biggest pro of Company Retreat is that it adopts a proven workplace sitcom model and populates it with an incredibly tight-knit ensemble. But the undeniable con is the lack of star power. In season 1, James Marsden playing an insufferable, exaggerated version of himself was the hook that got mainstream audiences to tune in. He was the shiny object. In Company Retreat, the core cast is made up of brilliant but complete unknowns. Now, there is a celebrity cameo that pops up in the back half of the season, but the lack of a major star from episode 1 means the show might struggle to grab casual viewers scrolling through Prime Video. To be fair, dropping a massive celebrity into a tiny hot sauce company might have tipped Anthony off immediately. But from a purely structural standpoint, they totally could have cast a recognizable face as the ruthless corporate liaison for the Tricas investment firm. The absence of a major star definitely risks the seasons flipping through the cracks. Which brings me to the film Frontline opinion. Honestly, I think leaning into a cast of unknowns was a major risk, but it was the right move for the integrity of the show. We are living in an era where audiences are so media literate and skeptical. If Anthony recognized a famous actor pretending to sell hot sauce, the illusion would shatter instantly, and the magic would be gone. This show isn't about the Hollywood elite. It's a social experiment about human empathy. What I love most about Company Retreat is that it proves this format has serious legs. As long as the creators continue to find the absolute kindest, most salt-of-the-earth people to anchor the chaos, I will tune in every single time. It is a masterclass in improvisational acting and emotional sincerity, and we desperately need more of that on television right now. So, Frontliners, what do you think? Do you think the lack of a huge star like James Marsden is going to hurt the show? Or are you living for the tight-knit workplace comedy vibes? Let me know all your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the Film Frontline so you never miss a deep dive. Until next time, stay obsessed.